What's up, everybody? Welcome to RBPOWER.
What's up, you guys? We are at the shop. We are trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? We're trying to obey by the laws that are being put out there, to be careful, to keep our social distancing and all that stuff with this whole Corona thing going on. But we got a treat for you guys. We got a friend that came in to do some just some basic maintenance to his car. He's got a true Levin that he's imported from Japan. This car is so nice. We're actually gonna put some spares that he has on here, take the car for a ride, check it out, and obviously make sure you guys tag along with us and let us know what you think about the car. Make sure you guys leave us your comments. Make sure you guys are all careful during all these times, but don't let it completely control you. I mean, you know, we love doing what we do. We're still trying to do what we do for as long as we can do it. So let's go check it out.
They do, yeah.
We have a business back here, but we're filming for a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, just...
We'll get out of here. That's fine. I mean,
I didn't get a call. I was just doing some patrols. I'm not, you know...
Oh, okay.
You never know. It sounded like street race. I didn't know what the heck was going on.
No, he was basically, I mean, he's just testing the car out.
On, somebody was filming when I came around the corner.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a 1987 Toyota 8611.
You build it up?
Might as well do that right now. A little bit, but this is pretty much how I got it when I bought it in Miami.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't get any calls, and we had a lot more problems around here. I just, you know, we get calls from people in here, then I'll figure out to shut it down. So we'll just go up in a minute. Yes, sir.
It's all about knowing my limits and the car's limits and matching those together.
What is that?
That's a Nissan 240SX.
Yeah, why do they tilt the tires out on some of these cars?
If it's for actual driving purposes, like if you see it in the front, it's because they have cars that have angle mods. So like, you know how your steering wheel only turns a certain amount? In this case, our cars turn like double the amount. So you need that clearance from the fender because you don't want the car.
Straight tires.
So that was cool. This guy was really, really cool, man. I mean, he even told us to give him a 5-minute head start so he can get out of here. You gotta love that shit. That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
That's really cool.
I thought he was about to shut the whole thing down.
I was like, man, am I running?
No, he's got that SOP. I was like, shit, we better stop here. I turned it off, had my papers ready. I was like, I know the drill, sir. Other side. I control the flow of the car. If it's hopping, then that's just old suspension, that's just old equipment. It's gonna get replaced. I got 4-link lateral bars coming in. And It's got a Tommy at 1.5 diff in it, so it's acting really good. It locks up nice. As soon as you left the throttle, man, it just wants to grip though. So
I know. I love the sound.
The ITBs sound
my God,
amazing.
They sound so great. It literally sounds like a K-Series. It's crazy.
I love that NA 4-cylinder sound.
It sounds like VTEC. I swear to God. Like, as soon as you're hitting it, it's just,
Yeah, you let it open.
so
It
good.
goes up to 8,200 RPM right now.
It sounds so good. All right, well, top is cool, so let's give it another run.
If you get
Turbo gone?
I think
Head gasket maybe?
I don't know.
That's what it smelled like.
Yeah, head gasket.
So probably head gasket. Yep. Look at the oil coming on the exhaust.
Yeah. I think I just popped. I mean, I think the turbo's fried because the seals were going bad, but
Oh, the oil drip.
yeah, my dipstick just popped out. Ah, whatever.
Well, you had a good run.
I think that.
So we'll change the video to how to blow up an S13.
Toyota
That was
reliability.
actually good.
Yeah, there you go.
That was actually
I'm
good.
just glad it lasted long enough for us to do
Yeah, man, that was dope. That was
good
cool,
proximity. I'll keep the fans rolling.
All right. So, what just happened like maybe 5 minutes ago?
Well, it started off getting some practice, and then the fuzz showed up, and he was actually really, really cool. I was getting kind of used to a section over here to start getting seat time in this, because this is really my first time getting seat time in the car. It really changes the way you have to drive. Coming from an S13 like that was boosted, this is a whole nother beast of an animal. You really have to be not only consistent, but really hard on the throttle, keep it going, and eventually you'll start to get the slide. And then we started doing some little tandem donuts here, kind of get a little bit more of a feel, and then good buddy blew his engine, his CA that I know he just rebuilt, so I know he's going to have fun at the shop here soon, so hopefully it's not something too bad. He has to replace internals or nothing seeped inside the block to make a hydro lock, because it won't even start right now, so
Very true.
I'm hoping he's okay.
Bro, it's such a beautiful car.
Oh, thanks,
You
guys.
know, you're actually handling it very well. You know, all
Yeah,
it is
it's,
just practice, you know. Practice makes perfect.
Absolutely. So seat time, seat time, seat time. For anyone who's trying to drift, building a drift car, anything, the best thing you can do is just get seat time. You can watch all the videos, play all the video games, but until you're in the seat and actually doing it, that's when you can improve your skill. Don't worry about being bad. Don't worry about spinning out like I did. It's all about seat time. You're going to eventually get used to it. Don't get complacent, but get used to the way the car handles. Figure out what the car's limit is, know what your limits are, and just start matching those. You never want to push it, because that's where accidents happen. I would hate to, you know, ruin some of the body kit on this or the wheel. So I'm pretty happy, and even though I spun a couple times, I'm really happy that I got seat time. I'm starting to get a real feel how the car is, so I can't wait to get back home, make some adjustments on suspension. I got a few things in the exhaust going on. I got full coilovers coming soon, so underneath right now it's definitely just all stock T3 front control arms. All the bars in the back are stock and rusted, and the bushings are just barely hanging on there, so I'm glad I came out here today with you guys and got me some seat time.
Definitely. Dude, we had a blast here. We are going to do another interview.
Hell yeah.
Once we get back to the shop, you know, ask a little bit more details about the car. We're actually probably, I don't know if you're up for it. We're probably going to go to another spot, maybe. So,
Yeah, as long as my
let's see.
tires can handle it, I'll handle it.
Definitely.
The road's been rather forgiving so far. It's not too ate up, so it doesn't chunk the tire too bad. I got some decent tires on now,
Correct.
so
This is kind of like a freshly paved, you know.
yeah,
road,
pretty
so-
much. It is nicely done. Unfortunately, it was too good for that 240 right there. It's a shame to see all that white smoke come out.
Correct. Right.
But I know he's a good guy. He's got a good shop behind him. He's going to get it done rather quickly. I
Definitely,
wouldn't be
well-
surprised if he's back on the road next week.
If you ever need anything, you know,
Oh, hell
we're
yeah.
here, so
I know where to go now.
anything
RB
happens,
Power.
you know, us. Yes, sir. All right, so we're about to go. Well, they're going to the shop. we're about to take one more roundabout real quick, have some fun. Whenever you're ready. Alright, ready? Awesome. Really glad he came out so we can do this video. I'm gonna make something sick for you, man. No AC or anything, right?
No, but I still got the blower motor, so if you get hot, you know, you got everything underneath the dashboard. You know, it still has a catalytic converter from Japan.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
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 No. Oh, no.
Driving a manual rack car it's kind of tough. You really have to know what like a go-kart runs like.
Oh man.
What'll probably happen is I got DEF-I gauges here, and they have all sensors, so if it senses that the temperature of the water's going too much, or the oil temp, or just the oil pressure's getting too low, it'll actually show up the car. It's a nice, really good safety feature that DEF-I has. I have a DEF-I controller here.
What is that? Is that tranny fluid?
That looks like oil. That's oil.
Oil? That was good. I mean, it was awesome. The cop was really cool. So, you know, we'll see all the results. We'll get this video all put together.
I think I fried the motor then, obviously.
Instead, pull the plug. See what they say.
You got a socket that'll fit on that balancer bolt? Grab it. And that big pry bar.
Yeah, a really big pry bar. Damn right.
Good to go.
Get that NA stuff. It really changes the way you gotta drive these cars. It changed it. If I had tools, I would have kept in my slide a lot more, but you gotta be so hard on that.
Do we know where this oil's coming from?
The rear main seal.
Oh, it's the rear main.
That's smaller.
I think the 24. Hey guys, I'm Race Ganster. This is my 1987 Toyota 886 Levin, true Levin importer from Japan. I've owned it for about 3 months now. I'm really starting to get a feel for this. It's definitely a new car to me. I've been drifting for quite a while now, but I've never been in the seat of something like this. It's all manual steering. It's NA carbureted 4AG. It's making great power. 11.5 to 1 compression. Dual, what is it? Yeah, Mikuni 54 millimeter carburetors. Don't have real Watanabe's because I don't want to ruin my wheels.
It's got a really nice kit on it. I got full def-eye gauges, let me know what's going on. Great fan system, it's got a cage. This entire car was built in Japan, and like I tell people, this is an enthusiast car, and people really, really know how to take care of these, so I'm happy to get one that has minimal rust and pretty much drives straight. It's still got a toll ticket. You know, you slide in your debit card, you can see it down here. They have in Japan for toll booths, so you put your card in there and you're able to go through toll booths. So it's really exciting for me to have this. Here, I'll pop the hood here. So we got here is a 4AG, still 1.6. It's got 11.5 to 1 compression, balance crank, A or P head studs, main studs. You know, something to keep it really reliable. Here are my Mikuni 54mm carburetors. It's running about 100 octane, being so high compression. I noticed when I was on 93 octane, it really would start getting some spark plug ping, and it would pre-detonate around 6,000 or 7,000 RPM. So I have this thing right now hitting 8,200 RPM conservatively. It loves it. Just installed a Koyo radiator not too long ago. I got a pace setter exhaust now that's heat wrapped. I just ordered a really nice sidewinder from Malaysia. It's getting a Tomei full titanium exhaust. You know, what's great about this, I've never had a lot of carbureted cars, so when it comes to adjusting or tuning, it's really just done with a screwdriver. It's running off an MSD 6-Al system, so I can change timing, two-step, and rev limiter on the fly with a screwdriver, depending on what conditions, what kind of race I'm going to run. For anyone who owns an 8.6 or a 4AG, I recommend getting an oil cooler, something that can be set up front like I got here, with a really nice fan on it, especially here in Florida, where it's always hot. It's always an issue. Like I said, I'm really excited for the car. It's an original GTS. It's originally fuel injected. I still got the fuel injected fuel pump there. It's just got a nice fuel pressure regulator to fill the bowls for the carburetors. Not sure what power it makes. Suspension wise, I got Cusco coilovers in the front. I'm eventually going to be switching to S13, meaning S13 coilovers, low control arms, 88 Camry inner tie rods, and S14 outer tie rods, Modem knuckles, the works. I thankfully got with Silver's coilovers. They're going to be sending me a really nice set of one-piece coilovers for the rear, true coilovers. Going to eventually be doing a rear strut reinforcement, which hopefully we can get a video of that too. It's definitely one of the weaker points because you're changing a little bit of the geometry of the suspension, because it originally comes with a spring and strut separate system, kind of like you would see on an E36 BMW. So we're hoping it's going to grip a lot more, it's going to slide a lot more. Today we practiced a lot. I was really proud of the car, really proud of myself. It was really my first time in the car, really, to get in a spot I can consistently go back and forth on when I have to worry about cops. Even though we did run into a cop today and he was awesome about it, so I appreciate that. But, you know, the car is amazing. It's super, super reliable. I bought this car in Miami, which is about 4 hours away from me. When I bought it, I drove it right home. What kind of sucked was it's got a Tomei 1.5 LSE in it with a much higher gear ratio, and at 70 miles an hour I'm sitting at like 4,500 RPM, so it was screaming. So there's a lot of work there's a lot of work going into this soon. This is pretty much how I got it. I've only changed very minuscule things to keep it reliable. Now we're going to start focusing on suspension, you know, adjustable forward link in the back, like I said, Silver's coilovers, S13 angle kit. My whole intention for this car is, you know, it's not a daily. I am going to strictly drift this as much as I can when I can. And, you know, you have to be really comfortable as yourself as a driver. You have to know the abilities of your car and yourself and match those together. And you don't ever want to go over those limits unless you're ready. Don't overstep anything, because that's how problems can happen. Do never be complacent when it comes to getting seat time. You know, if you can get with people who know a lot more about the sport, a lot more about seat time, get with them, ask advice. The drift community is by far my favorite community I've ever been a part of. Just like the shop here today has shown me RBPOWER. It's absolutely great. And they've shown me really good hospitality. You know, they brought me some food. They made me feel like family. So I really appreciate you guys bringing me out here today. I had a really good time.